Evening peeps, welcome back to the channel. Hello to all the new subscribers. So tonight I've got round 5 of the team versus team event. So this is next gen versus MRC versus SIMFX versus P1. So 4 different sim racing groups tonight. We're coming live from Suzuka Circuit. Got 2 different races for you tonight. So we've got the first 15-minute-ish sprint race. I think it's about 11 laps. It'll be more than 15 minutes. And then we jump into race 2 tonight, which I believe is 16 laps. Let me just fire up the stream so I can see if people are talking to me or not. So let me just run you through tonight's races. So as I say, it is Suzuka Circuit tonight. So race 1 will be 11 laps and race 2 will be 16 laps. Evening Ryan, how you doing buddy? So it's a 3.6 mile circuit tonight and settings are as follows. So for race 1, tyre wear is on ×5 and fuel is on ×3. Damage is on heavy in this series, so guys do have to watch out in the first couple of corners. They start with 100 litres of fuel in the first race, so they probably will get away without pitting in race 1. There will be, as I say, tyre wear and fuel depletion, but they should get away with it. And then we jump into race 2, which will be a reverse grid of race 1. That's going to be 16 laps around the same circuit. They only start with half a tank of fuel for the second race. Again, tyre wear is on ×5 and fuel depletion is on ×3. Heavy damage is still on again. So the boys will have to just take it a little bit easy, as I say, into the first couple of corners. So not many in the lobby tonight at the minute. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers. There were Ogom's in the room. Okay, 7 drivers. There was a bit of chatter of 1 or 2 drivers not being able to make it tonight. So I will just run you through current standings. After round 4, the current leader is TNR Philo. He is sitting on 147 points. So big old gap back to second place Scott Barlow. Diablo, I'm not reading your numbers out, I refuse to do that. He's on 116 points in second place. In third at the minute is Potomac Pot 79, good friend of mine. 110 points for Potomac Pot. In fourth place is L Game, we've just seen him join the room. He is currently on 102 points. And then we've got NGR Saxo in 5th, he is on 99 points. In 6th place we've got Luis Marino, he is on 95 points. Right behind him on 91 points is Louis, 78. Read that right? Yes. So he's on 91 points. There's a 10-point gap back to B rated. In 8th he's on 81. In 9th place, we've got JRC 87. He is on 67 points. And on 60 points in 10th place we've got PAV 46. As we drop down into the second half of the order, we've got in 11th place Big Les Kun. I don't think Big Les is able to race tonight, but he is currently on 56 points. 12th place MRC Bobby, he's on 52 points. 13th place GT Delhi B, he's on 46. On 41 in 14th place we've got Polish Magic, and sitting at the bottom of the pack at the minute is NGR Burnt Fry, and he's currently on 21 points. So Burnt Fry, Diablo and GT Delhi B were all promoted from the Pro-Am leagues a couple of weeks ago, so they've been put up with the Pro Boys. So let's just go on track, put the gubbins on for everyone. Let's start with a bit of Diablo, see what's going on with Diablo. So it just comes through the snake then on his outlap. Mercedes driver. Seems to be majority Mercedes and Nissan in this league. There is an Aston Martin and an Audi rolling about somewhere in here. I don't know if they're actually racing tonight. So in the top 10, all but one driver is using a Nissan or Mercedes. Only Pav 46 in the Aston, sitting in 10th place. The rest are the AMG GT3s or the GTR GT3. So we are now into quali. In the lower section of the league, that's loud. In the lower section of the lead, it's all Mercedes and one GTR. So it's only Pav who's chosen anything other than a GTR. I think who had the Audi the other week? I'm not sure who had the Audi. Was it Louis? I'm sure Louis was driving a Saxo, an Audi the other week. So yeah, only 7 drivers in the lobby. Now qualifying started. Nobody else will actually be able to join the race. That's how the new settings have played out in Gran Turismo since they've done an update. Tatey, evening brother, how you doing my friend? Fortunately there is no pro stream tonight. CJW Racing's had some absolute nightmares with his PlayStation and YouTube and stuff. You just physically can't get the two to talk to each other or connect or anything. He will be doing post-race commentary. I will put a link in the description below for his channel, so make sure you go and check out the post-race commentary from CJ. That will probably be up in a couple of days. So Louis just put himself back in the pits. Diablo's still on his outlap. Potomac Pot just ghosting on an outlap 2. So no hot times at the minute. Just complaining he was stuck in the pits there for a second. So it looks like we're going for a restart on quali due to a bit of glitching. Hell Game has already left the room. So we are all going to leave this race for a second. Restart that. Some of the guys couldn't actually get into the pits. Or get out of the pits even. So only 7 drivers. This might allow 1 or 2 late turners-uppers to suddenly arrive, but it's not looking good. Then it's all back to how it was. The guys are just deciding they're going to carry on even though they've lost 3 minutes of quali. Alright, that's entirely up to them. So now we've got to wait another couple of minutes for them to do the outlaps. I do like that livery on Louis' car. Tonight's race is sponsored by David Appleby Engineering, Excite Energy Drinks, Thrustmaster Racing Peripherals, and GT Amiga race seats. As you can see, all the logos plastered all over Louis' car there. So the Excite Energy Drinks on the bonnet, down the side, David Appleby down the side, GT Amiga smashed down the side, Thrustmaster, yeah, he's got it all. Good lad. forget the rest. He's got a darksmoka. So are we restarting? Yeah, it looks like we are. So looks like we are still having some lobby issues. Waiting for everyone to actually leave. Just got Diablo, I think. Only guy left on track. That's that. So quali's been cancelled. It will restart in a couple of seconds. Yeah. Polyphony Direct Digital need to really sort their servers out, considering how many people play this game, and you know the sort of hype behind it, all the FIA stuff that they put on, and they advertise and sponsor and stuff. You'd think they'd be able to sort their lobbies out so people didn't get this kind of crap. So guys, back out on track then. Pot's just going to pull on track and start quali straight away, I think. Now getting rolling in a Nissan. No TNR Philo tonight, so that allows some other guy to take top spot. Maximum points this week. TNR Philo has had a couple of really good races in this series. So yeah, 15 minutes of quali, and then we jump straight into race 1, which is 11 laps of Suzuka. And then after that we jump into a reverse grid race. Same track, but 16 laps of the same thing. Pot, as I say, good friend of mine off the sim racing rig as well. Went karting at the weekend, he and I, up at PFI. Not a good result this week, unfortunately. One of our teammates, I'll mention no names, got the cart stuck in the barriers. So 7th place because of that. 55 seconds lost on track. But we won't talk about that, will we, mate? If you're listening, or if you catch up with this stream, I might text you actually and tell you to tune in. But he did get some ribbon on the way home. Deservedly so. Pot then just coming up to Spoon. A bit of a drift out the back end of Spoon for Potter. So Potter did actually win this last series of this. I think that's why he's rocking the gold livery on his car. So NGR Saxo then just coming up to 130R. Cleanly, him his way as well, following him straight through to Casino. Now again, just chucking himself in the pits. Yeah, I wonder why it is called Spoon. That for me, Ryan, while you're watching the stream. Educate the watchers. You can do that. So, whereabouts is Potter McPot? So he's done lap 1, 2:03 on his out lap. Fastest out lap, but that means nothing. Delhi B, old rival of mine. Rival of mine from season 7. I don't think we raced in season 8 together, I can't remember. possibly, from the MRC GT TCCs. I'd say it probably because it looks like a spoon as well, mate. But why the Japanese would call it a spoon, surely they would have their own name for it. Diablo, also a fellow rival from the same season, so himself and GT Delhi B were racing against myself in the MRC GT TCCs. Catch me racing in those on Friday nights. Nowhere near as professional as this, a bit more sweary, shall we say. But entertaining nonetheless, usually because I'm spinning off track, but you know. Well, very true. No, we certainly can't call it chopstick, and it'd be a dead end road anyway, surely, wouldn't it? So Potter Pot then puts in the first of the hot laps, 1:59.6. NGR Saxo then 2:02.9. L game on a 1:56.2, but it doesn't look like it's counted. It's not blue, so possibly a penalty there for L game. Diablo's now chucked a flyer in. What's he chucked himself? 1:59.2 for Diablo. He's chucked in a flyer and then chucked it off the track. So 0.3 of a second up from Potter at the minute. Already 5 minutes into this quali session. It is only 15 minutes. So Louis sticking in a 2:01.2. GT Delhi B at 2:02.0. NGR Saxo still on that 2:02.9. Well, game again, he put 1:56 in, but looks like he may well have cut a corner or something. He's chucking in purple sectors though. Also 1:56, but again not blue, so possibly penalised through that lap. Discounting it from the standings. So through the Degners cleanly then for Diablo. I did race here myself Friday night. It wasn't the prettiest. I got smashed off track about here. Again mentioning no names. Cleanly through the hairpin then for Diablo. Find L game. He was putting in purple sectors. So we'll see where he is when he comes across the line. 1:58.1 then, so into P1 for L game. Over a second quicker than Diablo's quickest. Nissan is a pretty quick car. So let's push Potter Pot down to third place then. GT Delhi B's just took a time in 2 minutes 8. So fourth place for him currently. Still on that 2:01.2. NGR Saxo is putting a quicker time, 2:01.3. JRC's just put in a stonker. What's he chucked in? A 1:59.3. That's good enough for third place on the grid at the minute. As I say, not many drivers in tonight's lobby, unfortunately. Might stretch out, maybe not the first one, but the second one possibly. It's quite a long track with not many cars on it. Once you've lost the toe and broke the toe of the guy behind, you know, you can get off and almost have a race of your own, depending on how cleanly you keep it. So again, still on the 1:58, just coming up the back stretch towards 1:30R. Diablo going through the Degners. 2:29. I think he'll just come in the pits for a fresh set of racing soft. So the guys will rag off a bit of fuel during this qualifying, make their car lighter, chuck themselves in the pits, fresh set of tyres, and try and get that time. That's what Pot's doing right now. So off with the mediums, on with a set of softs, so just over a quarter of a tank he's burnt. So looking to better that time. Little drift around T1. GT Delhi then pushed down into 5th through JRC, jumping a position in front of him. Louis all down in 6th now. I can't have a Dowie Egbert's livery for Friday's race, mate. I can't, because I'll drive for Team Quickfit. If I can find a Dowie Egbert's sticker, I'll whack one on. It might cover the Quickfit logo, but the Quickfit logo's still on the car, I suppose. Sponsors might not be happy, but you know, it's only Quickfit. I'll go Auto Centre or something. Shameless plug, come on people, they should be sponsoring me now, come on. Free, like, MOTs or wheel balancing or something. So no position changes for a couple of laps. Game's still 158.1, he's put another 158 in as well, 158.6. Diablo not managing to better that 159, only 5 minutes left of this quali. So a couple of laps really, they're looking at 2-minute laps, so we're going to get 2 in at the most. Saxo is closest to Elgame's got an even faster lap in, a 157.8. Just Saxo managing to says 158.4. Again, it's not registered, so probably penalised around that lap. So Elgame then sticking in another stonker, 157.8. 1.3 seconds in front of Diablo at the minute, lap time wise. Louis then has just chucked in a flyer, 158.7 for him. So brought that gap down massively between himself and Elgame. Let's put the pressure back on Elgame a little bit. As I say, only a couple of laps remaining really, so position's not changing then. So Diablo's chucked a 159.2 in, that's popped him in 3rd. Just pushing JRC and Potter and Pot and Delhi B down as well. Keeping it clean through the hairpin, difficult to do with these rear-wheel drive cars. Only got to get a bit lively on the throttle, and the back end likes to step out on them. This is the car that me and Potter and Pot use with the rest of the boys. And we do time trials around the Nürburgring. So it's bop on. Super softs, and away you go around the Nordschleife. So Potter Pot and NGR Saxo just making moves then. Potter Pot up into 2nd with a 158.3, so less than half a second back from Elgame. And where's he gone? NGR Saxo, he's just managed to chuck himself in front of GT Delhi B, 6th place for him then with a 159.5. Delhi B's just put in a 157.9, but it's not counted, so again, probably just picked up a penalty around that lap. Here's a quick driver on his day, Deli B. He's back in my lobby for GTTCC this season, which I'm not happy about because he smokes me at every race. So just 1 minute 40 left then. Last ditch effort for all the guys. Better that 1:57.8. That was an absolute stormer. The MRC logo plastered on his car as well. There's a couple down the side. I was far too close for that. So a minute left then. Position changes. No, so Elgame's chucking himself in the pits then. Pot pulled over. Looks like he's had an incident coming out of Spoon. He's driving really slowly, so picked up a lot of damage then Potomac Pot. So that's his attempt at fast lap done. Louis keeping himself in third with that 1:58.7. JRC 87, 1:59.0 for fourth spot for him. Diablo in fifth with a 1:59.2. NGR Saxo 1:59.8. GT Deli B then just pulling over, not managing to beat that 2 minute 7 for a clean lap. He did get a 1:57.1, but as I say, it looks like he did pick up a penalty for that. So qualifying has officially finished. 15 minutes has ticked over. It's just a little countdown rolling for people to finish laps, etc. The race might start before then. You have to wait for the counter to tick all the way down, I'm sure of it. So this does look like final standings then. L game in P1. Potomac Pot. Oh, he's not there. Oh, yeah, no. So no sign of Potomac Pot. Currently in second place. Louis, where's he gone as well? I think he's just parked behind the barrier there. Third place for him, JRC 87. Another Nissan driver. So fourth place for JRC. Fifth place for Diablo. Sixth for NGR Saxo. And GT Deli B bringing home seventh place in quali. So it looks like we are going to have to wait for that timer to tick all the way down. So we are about to start race one of tonight's event. 11 laps around Suzuka. Full circuit tonight. All the famous corners. Degners, Hairpin, 130R, Spoon, 200R, all of them. So we're in then, race one. There's your standings. L game in first, Potter in second, Louis in third, JRC in fourth, Diablo in fifth, NGR Saxo in sixth, and GT Deli B in seventh. Oh, it's a shame, Pav. Are you able to get into race two? Yes, Cliche. Welcome back, my friend. So lights are on, we'll just stick with L game. Oh, he's got a wicked start off the line. Pot's also got a really good start, as is Louis. So the top 4 drivers making an absolute stormer. It's going to be a battle into the first corner. Pot has managed to get past L game. A little bit of contact between Diablo and L game as well, but L game keeping that P2. Diablo manages to jump into P3 then. JRC have run through T1 cleanly. Louis and Saxo side by side going through there. GT Delhi B just back in the minute. So Pot is already over half a second in front of L game. That gap coming down though. So as we go through Degner 1, Degner 2. So everyone keeping it clean through the Degners. Difficult corners to get right if you don't know them. So into the hairpin then. Pot being closed down a little bit by L game. L game, he's got Diablo right up his rear bumper. Looking to make a move into Spoon then is Diablo. L game just taking it a bit wide, putting him off. Diablo's a little bit too far back though. So into Spoon then. This is almost a double apex corner, this one. Oh, Diablo running it a little bit wide, but he's kept it on track. Got to be careful on that AstroTurf. So as they run at the back stretch then, does look like we've got a bit of glitching in this lobby. Cars look like they're flicking across the track a little bit there. So still pretty close on lap 1. So Pot diving into Casino, keeping it clean through there. All the drivers so far. Lap 1, nobody off track, everybody on the start finish straight together. So L game looking for a bit of a move on Potter just pulling his car out, making it a little bit defensive. Still holding that P1 then for Potter, again half a second up from L game. L game still under pressure from Diablo though. They have dropped off JRC 87 by a second and a half. He's dragging NGR Saxo along with him, so he's in a fight of his own at the minute. NGR Saxo right on his back bumper as well, putting in purple sectors though, JRC 87. GT Delhi B's got past Louis. Also looks like Louis had an incident, yeah, massive dent on the front of his car. He's holding all sorts of damage. So full front end, engine, all sorts. So he's going to have to make it back to the pits to get that repaired. And in this shorter first race, that's pretty much him ruined, really. So Pot then, putting an even bigger gap out, over a second from L game. All the guys rocking the darksmoka sticker on their car, I think. Better be. That one. Blam. So Pot then keeping his 1 second gap as he heads out of Spoon on the back stretch. Well, we have just had a spin. L game spun coming out of the back end of Spoon. So that's P2 gone for him, down in 6th place then for L game. That's a shame. It was a good fight between Potter, L game and Diablo. So through that then Potter's managed to open up that gap to 1.6 seconds back to Diablo now in 2nd place. Promoted JRC, NGR Saxo and GT Delhi B as well up the spot. JRC and NGR Saxo still in a bit of a fight as well. So GT Delhi B not out of this race then. So L game also carrying damage, so to the pits for him. Fresh set of rubber, why not while he's there. Hanging about while he gets his car repaired. Louis has only just made it to the pit, so he'll have to go through the same process. L game back out the pits then, car repaired, fresh set of rubber, but he is a fair old chunk back from any kind of fight at the minute. Pot then extending that gap 1.3 seconds as he heads into Degner 1 and into Degner 2. Diablo's still with him. kept that gap between himself and JRC as well. Saxo still in the fight with JRC. GT Delhi B looking to close the gap, get on the back of this fight. He'll be in race 2. That's good to see. That's good to see, Pav. A different car in this lobby. We need your Aston to break things up. It's under darksmoka, I think, or Decal. If you search darksmoka or look on my Discover thing, whatever it's called, it should be in there somewhere. Potterman Potts probably shared it. If not, Mark Sykes has got it. It's on his share thing as well. Type in darksmoka, spelt the way it is. Yeah, it should be there. So Potterman Pot pulling out more of a lead, 1.4 seconds. Diablo also extending that gap over JRC. NGR Saxo just off the back a little bit, so 0.6 of a second back from JRC. And GT Delhi unfortunately losing more time. So tuning is on in this game, so it does affect how the cars handle and how they perform. I think everyone's got their own tunes running, or generic tunes they've found or been given. But if you don't tune your car, you're not going to be as quick down the straights, etc. as the guys in front of you, I suppose. So L-Game then sitting in 6th place after damaging his car going in the pits. He's also holding 1.9 second penalty. He's got nothing to worry about from behind at the minute. Louis 17.5 seconds back. Nice one, Pav. Make it big, yeah? Make it big. So Potterman Pot has had that gap closed a little bit. He's just extended it back up through there. Still holding 1.4 seconds. Diablo extending that gap again a little bit to JRC. All those two just dropping off the back by the look of it. A bit of a penalty though, Diablo, 0.7 of a second. Better be careful when he clears that. So JRC has lost a little bit of time. Oh, sorry, NGR Saxo has lost a little bit of time to JRC. Lost a second between these two now. They're in a good fight for pretty much the first half of this race. GT Delhi then still holding 5th. It's 4.4 seconds back. Big old back to L-Game, still holding that penalty. Again, Louis bringing up 7th place, losing a bit more time to L-Game as well. So just over halfway through this race. Diablo closed the gap on Potter, so maybe Potter got the last corner a bit wrong. Down to a second now, that gap between Diablo and Potter. So slightly different strategies. Diablo's out on the racing softs. You can tell a little bit more worn than Potter's racing mediums. So slightly less grip on the mediums, but they will last a little bit longer. As I say, they shouldn't have to pit for this race, so it's just a case of managing the tyres rather than pitting. I know L-Game's come in the pits, he's put fresh boots on, but why not while you're getting your car repaired? So NGR Saxo then, he has managed to close that gap a little bit on JRC. Not that far off the back of the little fight between Diablo and Potter. So I'm going to take a little mistake from one of those, and either of these two can take advantage. That sort of size, Pav. Shablow! Yeah, that's how big I need your sticker. So keeping the 0.7 second gap then between JRC and NGR Saxo. Fought fight up in front, less than a second between Diablo and Potter. So kept it clean through Casino, as has Diablo, still holding that penalty though. So lift that if he wants to make a serious move on Potter. So L-Game has got fastest lap of this race, 1:57.6. We'll just run through fastest laps. Potter on a 1:59.9. Diablo's got a 1:59.7. JRC 87 has got a 2:05. NGR Saxo on a 2:06. GT Delhi B 2:01.2. Again, we just said 1:57.6, an absolute stonker. And Louis' fastest 2:01.3. So this fight still on between these two. Potter has just clawed a little bit more time out of Diablo, so it's about 1.2 seconds that gap. Same Mercedes. Yes, they are. So Big Les Kun, who's part of this league, he does actually drive the older Mercedes, the 11 plate Mercedes. I think this one's the 16 plate. But the Gr3 version nonetheless. Potter just extending that gap a little bit more, 1.3 seconds. Drop JRC like a hot rock. It's 4.2 seconds back now. He's gapped NGR Saxo by 2.7 seconds. So NGR Saxo must have had a bit of a moment. That's for GT Delhi B to close the gap. 3.2 seconds the gap between NGR Saxo and GT Delhi B. So into lap 6 of 11. We've got in the pits, Diablo's in the pits. Why is Diablo in the pits? He's decided to stick on fresh rubber. Okay. So feeling he had enough time to get in, stick a fresh set of boots on and still stay in the fight. He is now in a punch-up with JRC 87. He's taking that place off him for second place, but Diablo, as you can see, is closing the gap on him. He's on a fresher tyre, a lot better grip. It's going to make it difficult to overtake through there. He was struggling to the Degnas as well, unless you get it done early. So just backing out this time then, Diablo. JRC ran himself a little bit wide. That allowed Diablo to sneak through on the inside in Degna 2. So we'll have the inside line into the hairpin as well. But then JRC will have the hairpin line. A little bit of contact coming through there, but Diablo making the most of it, diving up the inside. So third back into P2 for Diablo. JRC down into the third then with that. So Diablo maybe not necessarily interested in getting back into a fight with Potter and Pot, just looking for highest points possible. The grass is not going to help your campaign. Potter and Pot is now 6.9 seconds up the road. Just about to start lap 8 of this 11-lap race. He is on the racing mediums. Just over half a tank he's burnt, but plenty of fuel left at the end of this race. So we'll just keep an eye on that gap between Diablo and himself, 6.6 seconds, 6.7. The gap coming down, but whether it's coming down quick enough is yet to be decided. So JRC, he's not really let Diablo get off too far on the road, he's only a second. Losing a bit more time to him there through T1. And NGR Saxo's, he's kept the gap about the same to JRC, but GT Delhi B's closed him down, 2.6 seconds back to GT Delhi B. So another little fight we'll keep our eye on. Yeah, he's bringing that time down, 2.4. time back, 6.2 seconds back from GT Delhi B, even after his accident and jumping in the pits. So the Nissan driver doing really well then to get anywhere near coming back to the back end of GT Delhi B after that incident. Louis also involved in a massive incident as well, and that sort of put him in the same position. He did have to do probably 2/3 of a lap with major damage. So that put him right at the back of the pack, unfortunately, and that's pretty much where he stayed. Will benefit him for race 2. He will start at the front of the grid if he stays in this position. So as long as he gets a good start, that could help him out no end in race 2. So Potter McPot then, still 6 seconds on the road. That gap has come down a little bit by about half a second between Diablo and himself. So into race lap 9 then of this race. You can see Diablo then just coming around the last corner. So yeah, that time is coming down. Very unlikely he's going to be able to close that gap down to a Potter McPot before the end of the race. As I say, he might just be going for points now rather than positions. He's not got a lot to worry about from behind. He's managed to drop off JRC 87 by a fair old chunk now. Charles Saxo has just clawed a bit of time back on him though, and dropped off GT Delhi B in the same time. L game now, 4 seconds back from GT Delhi B, so that Nissan coming into play right at the end of this race. He's put some good laps as well, 58, 58, 59 on those last 3. Do need to shift that penalty though. And as we said, Louis just losing more time at the back of the pack, unfortunately. Burnt Fry, how you doing, mate? I thought you were meant to be racing in this. So you'd been promoted from Pro-Am. Radio, so giving Ryan Knight a shout out live on the old YouTube channel. He's just sent me a quick message, give me a shout out. So big yourself up, Ryan Knight. Why haven't you liked and subscribed and commented and all that sort of stuff? Huh? Why haven't you? And what's going on, Burnt Fry? Are you racing or not? I thought you were meant, like I say, I thought you were in this pro lobby. Diablo's closed another half a second off of Potter. Again, on to lap 10 or 11, so not looking good for position changes for Diablo at the minute. Like I say, just looking for highest points attainable. As long as he's got past JRC cleanly, he's got P2 points. Okay, mate. We won't get into that because that's none of my business. That's between you and him. So the gap between Saxo and JRC is down to 2 seconds. GT Delhi B still back in this fight, 2.6 seconds. L Game's right back in it as well, 1.3. Oh, I kind of want this race to go on for a couple more laps. So L Game is actually looking like he wants to smash that 5th place off of Delhi B. He's going to have his work cut out for him then, Delhi. That time coming down massively between L Game and Delhi. And L Game has dropped a bit of that penalty as well. So it was at 0.7 a second, it's now down to 0.3. I'm sure if you ask nicely, mate, just got to play his game. Do what he says. You know, it's kind of his kind of lobbies and his race, and it is Cutler's. They've kind of set it up. Like I say, it's nothing to do with me what you two fell out with. So L Game is looking for a move on GT Delhi B then up the back stretch. Looking like he's going to get the move done cleanly before 130R. Yeah, so 5th place for L-Game. He's dropped GT Delhi B back to 6th then, unfortunately. Again, nothing to worry about from Louis behind him. He's 30 odd seconds back, so Pot then still holding a 4.8 second lead over Diablo. On to the final lap of this race then. So as I say, Diablo not managing to make moves on Pot position wise. He has closed the gap. Just looking to get out way in front of 3rd position, so he's under no threat for that position. So NGR Saxo has kept that time about the same, 2.2 to JRC. L-Game now looking to take that place off of him as well, so 1.3 seconds back off him. He's got a couple of places he can make moves and make time up. So less than a second between L-Game and Saxo. 0.7 of a second. I'm going to have to stick with this. I'll try and catch Potter crossing the line, but if the action's still kicking off here, I might stick with this. So GR Saxo's just lost the back end of that Mercedes a little bit. That's compromised his exit speed of that corner. So L-Game then half a second back as they head into Spoon. And this had been a ridiculously fast car in a straight line. So he's looking for a move down the inside at the back end of Spoon. Right on his back bumper then. So literally side by side as they go the back stretch. Looks like L-Game's going to take another place. Again, kept it cleanly into 130R. So Pot has finished the race. Now L-Game's through there pretty cleanly. So Pot home in 1st place. Diablo did close the gap down 4 seconds then to Potter. So 2nd place for Diablo, good race. JRC just fending off NGR Saxo. Lucky, like I say, another lap or two, and I think L-Game would have had another place. So JRC in 3rd, L-Game in 4th, NGR Saxo in 5th place, GT Delhi B in 6th, and Louis in 7th. Still a fair old chunk back then, Louis, so unfortunate for him. But yeah, won a couple of laps by L-Game. Right at the end there, nothing left on his tyres, no fuel left. He took GT Delhi B out on lap 10, and just as they were coming home on lap 11, he decided to go for Saxo as well. So yeah, unfortunate that Louis crashed out, because there was a good fight brewing between Louis, Potter and Diablo. So we will have a few minutes break before race 2. I hope not too long, because it does always leave me sat here waffling stuff to you lot. See what he says. Hopefully he doesn't give us like 15 minutes or something. No, nothing from him yet. So we are going to see Pav46 in race 2 then. He has just popped in on the chat. He's just popped in the chat again. He did say he's going to join for race 2, so we'll have one extra car on track. Don't see you in the lobby yet, Pav. Here we go then. Potter's typing away. Is he going to give us 10 minutes? Race start at 21:35 or something. Yeah, it was a shame, wasn't it? He was having a good last couple of laps there. Aha, 5 minutes. Great, not so much time to waffle. Yeah, if that had gone on for a couple more laps, Pav, he'd have, well, he'd have definitely taken, NGR Saxo. Oh, sorry, JRC he was chasing down, wasn't it? So yes, race 2, they do have to use 2 different compounds of tyre. It's a definite pit stop tonight. They won't be able to get around this whole race with the fuel on board. They do only start with half a tank as well. Tyre and fuel is the same, so tyres are tyre wear is at ×5 and fuel depletion is at ×3. Pav's in the house. So Pav has joined the lobby then. Now I'm wondering whether you boys racing listen to my streams for entertainment value or super sneaky secret information about people's tyre wear and fuel consumption, etc, etc, and where they are on track and how many seconds back and that kind of stuff. It'd be interesting to know whether you're using me as a, you know, like a team radio almost. VLX Sparks, evening. What do you mean neither? Good job I don't know where you live, Burnt Fry. Yeah, so unfortunately there's no live stream from CJ tonight. He's had an absolute nightmare this week trying to get his PlayStation working. It all folded really Monday night. He was meant to be doing next gen Chewit Mini Cooper Cup, but dude, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. I'm telling you, I'll turn up outside your house, mate. So let's see what's changed then. Rules have been changed at the race 2. Yeah, 50 litres of fuel. Yep. Grid order has been changed to set by host. Aha, okay, that's because Pav has just joined. Otherwise, it would have been reverse grid from previous race. So second race will be 16 laps, slightly longer, just over the 30-minute mark, I think. Check the Aston in the pits. Let's go and see if we can see this thing. It's not in the pits. Lying to me, Pav. Ah, that one. Yeah, I would, but it won't let me change camera angle. It's got to be down the side then, hasn't it? Let's have a look. Come on then, show it off. Bit more. Blam, love it. Nice one, Pav. Cheers, brother. Stop drifting that thing. So a couple of warm-up laps for Pav then. Oh no, alright, carry on drifting that thing then. Yeah, love it. GT TvT chasing you down there, looking to get a little bit of practice in. So a few of the guys out on track then, just warming themselves in. L game. Could have done so well. On a stormer on those last couple of laps, I can't believe it. JRC just practicing his starts. So a couple of good ones, a couple of wheel spins. So I thought the race is pretty much about to start. Bottom of Pot's just waiting for everyone to actually get out on track. Stopping for a chat there, GT. You're going to roll your window down. All right, mate, how you doing? See what the second race brings then. As I say, it is a reverse grid of race 1, so the fastest guys will have to fight their way through the pack. Yeah, Potter's just popped in 1 minute then. He probably popped that in about 58 seconds ago, but well, we'll see, Burnt Fry, we'll see. He usually gets a pretty good start, he usually punches his way through the pack quite early on. So we have started the race then. Well, he's pressed the button to start the race, they've not actually started the race. So one extra driver in race 2. Pav 46. So race order for this one then. Louis in first place, GT TvT in second, NGR Saxo in third, L-Game in fourth, JRC in fifth, Diablo in sixth, Potter in seventh, and Pav at the front of the sorry, at the back of the grid in 8th place. So we'll stay with Louis. The guys revving their engine, lights on. Away. Good start by GT TvT, a little bit of wheel spin, but flyer by NGR Saxo right in between the pair, so 4 wide coming into T1. Just it was that Diablo just backing out of that GT TvT, got the inside line through T1 then, looking like to take P1 through there. NGR Saxo into P2. So a good start by GT TvT. L game as well. He's looking to make a move early in this race, trying to get past Diablo already. Louis in 5th then, Pot, as I said, he has had a bit of a stormer up into 6th already. Pav also has made a place up, he's into 7th. And JRC down in 8th place. So GT TvT then, he's pulled out 1.3 second lead already. Where the action is, Diablo, Saxo, L-Game and Louis all fighting for P2. Potts just jumped on the back of this little fight as well. JRC's got past Pav. So it looks like Pav has had a bit of a moment. he's got no damage on his car. It looks like he's just spun off track. Probably the hairpin, I'd have thought. So back up to this little fight then. GT Delhi B, you can see running up the road. He's 1.6 second gap over Diablo. So it's Diablo and Saxo being chased right closely by L Game. Just dropped off Louis and Potterman Pot. Oh, Louis been spun around there as he comes out 130R. Got to be careful on that AstroTurf. So down into 8th place then. Bit of rear damage for Louis, but his car should be alright with that, I think. He's closer to the pits this time if he wanted to dive in, but he's decided to stay out. So GT Delhi B then 1.8 second lead. Really good start from him. Diablo in second, still in a fight with NGR, Saxo and L Game. L Game looking for a move down on Saxo there. He's going around the outside. Oh, a little bit of contact. Both guys keeping on track. L Game managing to take that 3rd place off of him then. JRC looking for a move around the outside of Saxo as well. And now the inside, so NGR Saxo losing 2 places in a matter of 2 corners. Potterman Pot now going for a move on him around the outside towards the Degners. Also just maybe cut the track a little bit there, Potterman Pot. Just running it wide as well on the way out. So it looks like he got away with that, no penalty for Potterman Pot. Up into 5th then for him. NGR Saxo looking for a move back around the outside at the hairpin. So Pav then 7th place for him, looking to get onto the back of NGR Saxo. And Louis, we know we've just seen him spin off at 130R, so he's 5 seconds back from the fight at the minute. Still holding that rear damage, but shouldn't compromise his speed or anything. So GT Delhi B then 2.2 second gap. So he's out the race in softs and in purple sectors as well. So L Game's up to 2nd. He's managed to get past Diablo. So this could be a man to watch, I think. L Game, he was on a stormer in race 1. He did have an incident, but fought his way back from the pack in the 2nd half of the race. Again, putting in purple sectors. Fastest lap of the race so far, 1:59.3 as well for L Game. Just dropped off Diablo a little bit. He's under a bit of pressure from JRC behind him. Potts just dropped off this fight a little bit as well. He's holding a little bit of front end damage. I didn't see where that occurred, but he's not lost too much time. He's closing that gap a little bit on JRC as well, so that fight's still on. NGR Saxo 2.3 back from Potter. He's got Pavra on his tail now. Time at the back of the pack, so unfortunate for Louis. He's had a crash in both races tonight. So L Game, flipping L Game, what are you doing? You've been eating kryptonite or something. 1.2 seconds he's got that gap down to GT Delhi B. Extending the time over Diablo, 2.2 seconds over him. Potterman Pot's got past JRC, 87 into 3rd place, just coming into Spoon then. So possibly getting that move made through the hairpin. So he's now closing the gap on Diablo. So he's just looking to the fight at the front. L Game's then less than, oh, he's just run himself massively wide then coming out of 130R. Maybe lucky if he doesn't pick up a penalty for that. So point just a second now then, that gap between L Game and GT Delhi. So L Game did get away without a penalty through there. So GT Delhi B then still holding P1. Really good start, managed to take that place around this very corner, and he's kept the lead so far all the way through. So Looking like L Games on a serious move though. As I say, second half of the first race, he was on an absolute stormer. Again, closing that gap on GT Delhi. Diablo in third place then, he's got Potsdam and Pot chasing him down, less than half a second between these two. Potsdam and Pot, winner of race 1. So they've still got JRC for company, he's half a second back from Potsdam and Pot as well, he's holding 1.4 second penalty. That's not going to help him at all. So looking to run it wide to get a good run out, then JRC. NGR Saxo still under pressure from Pav, not managing to get past in those last couple of laps. Is he close enough to get moved on into Spoon? I don't think so. He's going to stay on his back end if he's looking for any kind of move up the backstretch. So just 0.2 of a second between these two. Pav will be looking to get a good run. Yeah, that gap coming down, so Pav might get a move done into 130R. No, not bothered this time. Side by side then coming into Casino. Pav probably now looking to get a good move. Nice livery, Pav. Just got to say that. Looking to get a move done on the start finish straight. Right on him then, was pulled out. Can he get the move done into T1? NGR Saxo then he's run it wide into T1. He's kept that place. Pav's got to do it all over again. Got another lap to do it. NGR Saxo's just compromised over running himself on the grass. So yeah, that's just allowed Pav to get... Oh, but Pav's lost the back end. He stuck a wheel on the grass. Managing to keep in the fight with Saxo. So I've missed the lead change. L Games got past GT Delhi B. 2 seconds up as well. So L Games looking on a stormer this race. So 1.3, that's the gap down to Potter and Pot now from 3.9 seconds back. A little bit of front end damage for him. Still under pressure from JRC. Oh, JRC just losing the back end coming out of the hairpin. Losing a place to Diablo. He's going to lose a place to Pav and NGR Saxo as well by the look of it. If he gets back up to race pace, he might just be able to fend them off before Spoon. It looks like he's going to keep that place, but he'll be under some serious pressure going up the backstretch. So Pav then past NGR Saxo. Got a really good run on JRC. JRC's gone to the left, making Pav go the long way round. So side by side as they head up towards 130R. Looks like JRC might just keep that place. No, Pav's running wide around the outside and taking it. So now JRC's got to be careful. NGR Saxo's right behind him. He'll be looking to get a move done on the start finish straight. A little bit of contact between them, but Pav and NGR Saxo both, JRC both jumping in the pits then. Diablo's also in the pits, GT Delhi B's in the pits, L Games stopped out, he is on the softs, he will have to come in next lap if he doesn't run out this lap. So he's got a 5.2 second gap over Potter and Pot. He's also on the limit with fuel. As I say, NGR Saxo's just got out of that fight with Pav and JRC, so he's into third at the minute. There's plenty of fuel on board as well. So Diablo now in a fight with GT Delhi B. Slightly different setups, so let's have a look. Diablo is on the racing softs, just over half a tank. GT Delhi B's got full mediums and a full tank, so his car will be slightly slower, but he'll be able to run longer. Louis then could be in 6th place. a spin at the start of the race, put him at the back of the pack. So up into 6th at the minute. Pav 46 then, he also had a bit of a moment at the start of the race. He's managed to get back up into 7th. Position changes will flick around a little bit. Some of the other guys come in the pits. JRC then down in 8th place at the minute. So we just jump on board with L Game. He has absolutely played this to perfection. In the pits there with absolutely no fuel on. Very similar for Potter McPot, absolutely no fuel on in the pits himself as well. So I would have thought, is Saxo going to come in or is he going to go for another lap? He stayed out, so he's got the tyres and the fuel to do that. And he's got no pressure from behind at the minute. So he'll be able to drop that penalty off as well. So L Game coming back out the pits in 2nd. Diablo up into 3rd, GT Deli B in 4th. So where's Potter McPot? Let me flick to Potter McPot. Louis in 5th, Potter McPot then out the pits in 6th. He's also holding almost a full tank and racing mediums. So we just flick up to L Game. So he's on the mediums as well and slightly less fuel than Potter. So we'll see if Potter can get back into the fight with L Game. It was a fair old chunk up the road from him. So all the guys have been into the pits then, except Saxo. So he's not going to hold that P1 position for long. L Game's chasing him down. Taking chunks out of him as well. So Saxo then currently holding P1. Like I say, that won't be for long. He's coming in the pits this lap. He doesn't. It'll be a pretty short run race for him. That Nissan is ridiculously quick with L Games. So just pulling out of the way, losing his penalty, allowing L Game to get through cleanly. So P1 for L Game. Saxo just he will be coming in the pits this lap. As I say, if he doesn't, it'll be a short run. So when he comes then, Diablo, that promotes him up to 2nd. GT Deli B then coming around the last corner, he's into 3rd, then through that, Louis into 4th. Potter McPot up into 5th, he's closing down Louis as well pretty closely. Less than half a second between these two. Let's go on board with Louis and have a look at Potter McPot. So as I head through the snake or the S's. Again, difficult corners to get right. Plenty of air, plenty of runoff area, and sand traps to mess you up. So they're round Dunlop as they head up towards the Degners. Potter McPot just losing a bit more time through there. So Degner 1 and into Degner 2. A bit of a drift from Louis there onto the sand as well. So now Potter to close that gap a little bit more. So around the entrance into the hairpin. Both drivers out the hairpin cleanly. Pav 46 in 6th place as well. So as I head through 200R then, Potter McPot getting ever so close to Louis, just backing out before Spoon. Louis just run himself wide, that's going to allow Potter to make a move down the inside. So Potter McPot up into 4th then, Louis 5th through that. Good move by Potter through Spoon. Just saw the opportunity as Louis left the door open. Louis will get a good toe up the hill. Not close enough to get the place back for 130R. If he can stick with him, he might make a move at the start-finish straight into T1. far back, 0.3 of a second, 0.4 now. A little bit too far back on this lap to get that position back on Potter. So L-Game 2.6 seconds in front of Diablo. It's just come down a little bit, 2.4. So Diablo just putting in his fastest lap of the race at 1:59.2 on lap 8 there. GT Delhi B 5 seconds back from Diablo. Potter Pot closing him down pretty fast as well. He has dropped off Louis. So that's gaps up to 0.7 of a second. So Potter Pot looking to take that place off of GT Delhi B ASAP. Dory, evening brother, how you doing my friend? Louis just run himself wide there again. So that's going to allow Pav to close the gap on him as well, so Louis got to be careful. Second between those two. Pot closed the gap on GT Delhi B as well, so just over halfway through this race. All the guys have pits. Tyre compounds have been changed. L-Game's running away with it at the minute. 2.5 seconds in front of Diablo, who's got a 6-second lead over GT Delhi B. He's got a 1.1 second gap over Potter Pot now, that gap coming down. So just a second in between them. It's less now. Louis still in the fight with Potter, only 0.8 of a second back. Pav 46 then, he's closed the gap on Louis. So looking like it's going to turn into a good little race for the second half. So NGR Saxo then down in 7th place, 6.8 seconds back from Pav 46. And JRC 87, 8th place. He's only 1.8 seconds back from NGR Saxo, so still positions to be had for P8. Just got to clear that penalty as well. L-Game extending his gap 2.9 seconds in front. GT Delhi B just holding that 5.96 second gap over, Diablo holding that gap over Delhi B. He's got Potter Pot crawling all over him now, so 0.4 of a second the gap between these two. That gap coming down as well. GT Delhi just running himself a little bit wide, allowing Potter to get a good run towards the hairpin. GT Delhi B's got the line into it though. Both drivers getting a good drive out. Potter Pot on the inside line through 200R. If Delhi B can stick with him, he'll have the inside line for Spoon, but he's just had to back out. So up into 3rd place then for Potter Pot. GT Delhi B down into 4th, but we'll get a damp toe. He's just lost a bit of time to Potter Pot then. He will get a bit of a toe up the hill, not so much now, he's a little bit far back. Nowhere near close enough to make a move into 130R at least. So he can close that gap to 0.3 of a second. So Louis and Pav side by side then coming into Casino. Pav just backing out of it, Louis keeping that place. Louis pulled himself in the pits then as well, so that's promoted Pav into 5th place. And he'll be looking to get on the back of GT Delhi B ASAP. 1.1 back from him at the minute. He's still not allowed Potter to run off either, still just 0.4 of a second gap between Potter and GT Delhi. Just extending through there though, 0.6 now. Pav less than a second back from GT Delhi as well, so he's got his work cut out as GT Delhi B if he's looking to fend off Pav. NGR Saxo then, 6th place for him, 7.3 seconds back from Pav. JRC's lost a bit more time, 2.1 seconds, 2.2 now. Louis just been in the pits, come out, 3.7 seconds back from JRC. Fresh set of racing softs though. half a tank of fuel. That should do it to the end. So we'll keep an eye on Louis, find out where he keep an eye on his, see if he can make any moves in the rest of this race. He does not running wide through that second Degner. So L game then, keeping it clean, consistent, 4.4 second gap between himself and Diablo. That gap between himself and Pot is also extended, 6.7 seconds. And GT Delhi B just dropped off a little bit, 1.1 from Pot, so he's out of slipstream range. Path 46 has got past GT Delhi B, so I don't know what happened to GT Delhi B, but Pav has got past him pretty cleanly. And he's right on the back of Pot. Also in the pits. A fresh set of racing soft for him. L game now 11.3 seconds on the road now. Diablo's come in the pits, so Pot promoted to second, Pav into third, Diablo back out the pits in fourth. He's got GT Delhi B pretty close. Not close enough to make a move at the minute. 2.6 seconds back to NGR Saxo. Still holding that penalty then JRC. Louis closing him down as well. So less than 2 second gap between Louis and JRC. So I think this is going to be sort of driver of the day is L game. He's had a stonker in race 2. He was looking to have a stonker in race 1. Came back right through the second half of that race, taking 2 or 3 positions in about as many laps. So yeah, he had a really good drive in race 1. Shame about his incident at the start. Cheers, Dory. Gap coming down, so just 11 seconds dead then between Potter and L game. Potter's just extended that gap between himself and Pav a little bit, so 1.4 seconds. So Potter did actually win this series last season. He was put under pressure by this man as well. Unfortunately, Pav wasn't able to make all the races every week. I think it would have made for a better series. So third place currently for Pav. Let's go on board with Pav. He's just trying to chase down Potter and Pot as he heads into the Snake or the S's. Corners to get right, easy to run wide, stick up wheel on the grass, drift the car out wide, flies himself down towards Degner 1, drop it a gear, let it roll through, same again, drop it a gear, let it roll, he's dropped it 2 gears, let it roll through, bit of a drift for Pav then coming out of there in the Aston, rolls it through into the hairpin, hard on the brakes, first gear, too early on the power. So around 200 R then. Still looking at the back end of Potter. Slight hill. Hard on the brakes again for Spoon. Double apex this corner. Power on there. Just when you start to see that AstroTurf, you can stick the power down. So back stretch then towards 130R. Just letting off and then roll through there as well in 6th. Hard on the brakes for Casino down into 2nd gear for that. Let it roll through the first one. Rolling it through the second one, back on the power then. So good lap from Pav. He is getting some pressure from Diablo behind him though. So Diablo going for a move into T1, looking like he's got that place off of Pav. Oh, Pav's just running wide around the outside. And off track for Pav. He's not in the sun though, but he has lost a position through that. So down into fourth then for Pav, unfortunate. But Diablo was all over him down that start-finish straight. I just caught him in the rearview mirror as we were finishing that lap. So he's 3.4, 3.5 seconds back from Pot. Pot not managing to make a dent into L Game's time. Still 11-second gap there. L Game just letting it tick over, just keeping it clean, keeping it consistent. Tonight as L Game, even if he's not got the positions he wanted. So Diablo is closing the gap on Potter McPot. Not looking like he's going to be able to get that position taken before the end of the race. We have only got 2 minutes left, which is about a lap. So 3.5 back. So unless Potter McPot makes a mistake, I can't see Diablo taking P2 off of Potter. You never know. You don't know what happens in these races. So third place currently for Diablo. 3.5 seconds back for him. There's Pav. He's just had a bit of an incident in turn one, ran himself off track a little bit. NGR Saxo in fifth then. Louis looking to make a move on him. So just 3/4 of a second, that gap coming down even quicker now. So we'll just stick with this, see how Louis does down the start-finish straight. He's not going to get that position done into T1. This should be, depends where L Game is. Let's just have a quick look at that. Where's L Game on track? So we may actually get one more lap in from the likes of L Game, Potter and Diablo maybe, and maybe Pav, we'll see. So L Game just trying to drop his penalty there. He's got plenty of time to do it. GT Delhi B coming in the pits. So back out on the race in softs. Now down in 8th place for GT Delhi. Just had a bit of a mare tonight at GT Delhi B. So we'll just stick with L Game as we have only got 15 seconds left of this race, so this will be last lap. He's kept that lead. 10.6 seconds up from Potter. He's still going to just drop that penalty off, but he can do that just before he hits the line, no problem. Then he might have only needed one more lap after this. Wasn't expecting him to close Potter McPot down that quickly. So L Game has okay. So he has managed to get across the line. Oh yeah, apologies, that's my fault. It's laps, not time. Last season was all timed. It was 15-minute races and 30-minute races, so I've been looking at time, and it's not, it's on laps. So we have got another lap to do. Potter McPot might not be safe yet. L Game, as I say, nothing to worry about on his part really. He's just got to keep it on track. Potter McPot, he's got to fend off Diablo for another minute and a half. Diablo is on the fresher racing softs. They are about as worn as Potter's mediums. So that gap coming down down a little bit then between Potter and Diablo. So he might be under some pressure going up the back straight or down 200R towards Spoon. Oh, Potter just losing the back end of that Mercedes then. Kept it on track, and it's allowed Diablo to close the gap even more, make a move on him before Spoon maybe. Quite close enough. Yeah, sorry mate, that confused me as well. So let's just keep our eye on Diablo going up the back stretch. Potter McPot going defensive straight away then, not allowing Diablo to have an easy overtake on him. Potter McPot diving out to the racing line. Bumper to bumper then as they come through to Casino. Potter McPot taking the defensive line again. Oh, so just a little bit of contact. Unfortunate, so L-Game has crossed the line then. P1 for L-Game, good race mate. Potter McPot just coming across the finish line in second place. Diablo bringing home third. Good race Diablo. Louis caught up his booker to fourth then. Good race Louis. JRC 87 in fifth. NGR Saxo in sixth. Pav 46 in seventh place. So it looks like Pav has actually run out of fuel. He should cross the line before GT Delhi B gets him. Yeah. So 7th place for Pav and 8th place for GT Delhi B. So not the fullest of lobbies tonight, but still good racing nonetheless. I hope you've all enjoyed it. Yeah, I didn't mean to confuse you, Dory. I completely forgot that it's laps, not time. Incredibles overalls as well there for L-Game. Exciting stuff. So that was round 5 of the Team versus Team event hosted by Next Gen. This series is sponsored by David Appleby Engineering, Thrustmaster Race Equipment, GT Omega race seats and simulator cockpits and things, and XI energy drinks. So go check them all out. I will put links in the description below to all of that. I'll put links in the description below to all the sim racing groups as well, so Next Gen Racing or NGR, Mature Racing Club or MRC, SIMFX and P1. I'll put links in all those. I will put the link in the description for CJ's channel. Unfortunately he's not been able to stream live tonight, but he is going to do a post-race commentary somehow via his laptop or something, I don't know, and then he's going to post that up to his channel, so I will stick the link into his channel anyway. I am actually back Friday night for MRC's GTTCCs. That will be me behind the wheel. No way near as professional as this, so lots of swearing and cursing and things, so just be prepared if you're going to tune in for that. Then I'm so I'm off Sundays then. Sunday's not on, the Nissans have finished for P1, so actually I've only got the Chewit Racing Mini Cooper Cup on Monday. That's a Next Gen race that starts at 8:30. That's been some really good racing in those lobbies. I've got the Next Gen versus MRC versus SIMFX versus P1T versus Team event, and MRC SWEARY Fridays. That's all I've got on at the minute. I have got what we've got coming up. P1's Mazdas start again on the 10th of October. And I don't know when they're starting up the Nissans, or if they're starting up the Nissans, or they're going to start up something else on the Sunday nights. But Thursdays and Sundays for the P1 boys usually. Ooh, I don't know what I've done there. Stop it. So yeah, come check me out Friday 9 PM Swearfest. Come check me out Monday at 8:30 for minis, or next Wednesday for round 6 of the Team versus Team event. I hope you've all enjoyed it. I've got 4 people watching and 1 like. What's going on? Loads more people have commented. Stick the likes on, people. Stop messing about. Like, subscribe, tell your mates, tell your mum, all that sort of stuff. I'm out of here. My name's darksmoka. I've already said it.